A pleasant good morning to one and all under the sound of my voice. This is your girl Sippy coming at you once again with another encouraging message. So listen, I just wanted to encourage someone today to be aware of the counterfeits. If God has someone for you, it's not going to be someone from your past. And yes, in rare cases, sometimes you meet the right person, but it's the wrong timing. But remember that God sends certain people in your life to be a lesson. Some people He sends in your life to be a blessing. When that lesson is over, you let go. I'll give you an example. There's a young man that I used to know. Twice he rode past me on the bus stop, wasn't sure if it was me. And the second time he stopped and he gave me a ride to work. On the way to work, he stopped, asked me if I wanted breakfast. Now, that morning, I had just finished praying, telling God, thank you for my daily bread. So when he asked me if I wanted breakfast, I was like, no, I could. And then I heard a voice say, you just ask God for your daily bread. You shouldn't, be selective of where it comes from. So I said, you know what? Yes, I'll take it. So he wanted to show off, and he decided, because I said I wanted chicken salad. But he was like, if someone treating you for breakfast, he was asked for the most expensive thing on the menu. I guess he wanted to show off. So I said, okay, give me a sheep tongue sauce. I'll take that. Got me the sheep tongue sauce. And he started running on about how he's changed so much over the years and whatever have you. Now, it's been about 6 years. And the only thing that changed about him, it seems as if he started to have a few grays in his head and in his beard. So I'm listening to him as he's talking. And the enemy is so crafty and so deceptive. He knows what you want because you speak it out of your mouth. He knows that I'm in my preparation season waiting on my husband. And so he used this young man to come into my life out of nowhere, expecting me to fall weak to his plots and his schemes. But I recognize you, devil. I see you. Anyway, young man dropped me to work, told me I don't ever have to worry about catching the bus to work anymore because he goes in my direction, so he could always drop me to work. Cool. This morning, saw him on the bus stop waiting on me. Jumped in his truck. He asked me if I wanted breakfast. I said no, because in my mind I'm ready to nip this in the bud. Because I can see where it's going. I can see what his intentions are. So I'm letting him talk, and we began to go down memory lane. And he said, he was so apologetic about what he put me through and how he's waiting on his good thing. He was married before and he's now divorced. And he dropped me off again this morning, and he tried to craftily ask me for my number, which I did not offer up. I said, you still slick after all this time. It's not going to happen. I'll see you on the bus stop tomorrow. As I was jumping out of the truck, everything in me was telling me to just cut that off and nip it in the bud right there. Because I see where it's going, where it's trying to lead. But it's nothing like when you ask the Lord for discernment and He shows you the devices and deception of the enemy. You have to stand strong in these times. Do not fall weak. Do not fall a prey and a victim to the enemy's plans and thoughts of deception. I honestly believe if someone is meant for you, it won't be someone from your past. Now, like I said, in rare cases, it does happen when you meet the right person at the wrong time. But it wouldn't be someone who has scarred you and broken your heart so severely. That person was in your life to teach you a lesson. Do not go back. Do not go back. Anytime your promise is close, the enemy sends a lot of counterfeits your way. You have to use your discernment in this hour. You have to stand firm on what you believe in, and you have to hold on to the promises of God. Because that's the only thing that's going to sustain you and keep you from making a mistake. And then I truly believe sometimes God actually allows these people to revisit your life so you could see what you were so caught up on, and to test you as to whether this is what you really want again. And when you look back, you're like, Jesus, this is the person that, I was so caught up on and couldn't let go of. What was I thinking? What was wrong with me? But sometimes when you're in a lonely and a vulnerable position, and a lonely and vulnerable state, You make decisions that, weren't properly thought through. We make decisions from a fleshly place. But now I'm at a place where I'm making decisions with God's guidance and His direction. I don't want to do anything that's out of His will and out of the alignment of what He has for my life. I want His best. And so therefore, I am fixing the little things in me that needs to be fixed, so that when Mr. Right comes, he compliments me. Because I already have my own thing going on. He compliments me. I want to encourage you in this hour, do not fall a victim to the enemy's devices and his veil of deception, because he is deceiving the people of God in a great measure. He's at a point of desperation. And when he learns what your greatest desire is, he dangles in your face, hoping that you would be naive, hoping that you would still be blinded to his plots and his schemes. Ask God to increase your discernment. Ask Him to keep you from evil. Don't take that prayer for granted. The Bible tells us in Galatians 5 and 1. He said, "Stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage." A lot of us have been in relationships that were yokes of bondage. Thank God that He brought you out, and do not be entangled again. Because sometimes when you go back, it's harder to come back out of it. So that's my little nugget for you today. May you be blessed, may you be encouraged, may the Lord strengthen you, and may He continue to take you from strength to strength and from glory to glory. Blessings and shalom to you.